guys, welcome to Flory Models Daily Show here on Monday the 12th of December 2016. Busy morning, to be honest. I was away all weekend, as you know. I've been playing catch up with emails and memberships and all your bits and pieces like that. So to be honest, I'm running really late. It's now just gone 11 o'clock before I've managed to get it all done. But I think we're just about there. There's a few more emails still got to do, so if you haven't had a reply from me, shoot me that same message again. It'll give me a good reminder. But say I came back to 177 emails I needed to sort out. So pretty much full on. Right, down here, thank you for all the nice feedback on this over the weekend. We are in that thing of re-riveting the Meteor. I don't know how well. To be honest, when we re-riveted the 190, we had the white so you could see it. I know you can't really see it on here, trust me on this one. It's very fine because of the scaling as well. Obviously the Meteor being 1/48 scale, we've used a finer wheels. Okay, but these are the ones we're using for this. So the guys that are asking, it's Rosie the Riveter, the best riveting thing you can get, full stop, barring none. I've tried everybody else's and never got on with them. These work a dream for me, absolutely fantastic. The other thing as well, thank you for the feedback on this. Coming on really nicely. Looking forward to getting that one edited. To be honest, I'm going to edit that this afternoon. That will be up with you today as a full free to watch video build as well, from doing the painting and the weathering and the bits and pieces. Turned out really nicely. Now on probably Friday I'm going to make the stands for them, so I'm going to be doing that one and we're going to be doing the big one up there as well. So that'll be the thing. So with any luck we'll have them all in a really nice position and we can push on with it. So what I'm going to do this morning, to be honest, is carry on riveting this. I just want to spend probably the next hour finishing the riveting work off of this. When that's done, obviously we're going to leave it to one side and move on some more of the sci-fi stuff. And then this afternoon what I'm going to start is on our next project, which should be a lot of fun. Okay, so there we go, cracked on with this one this morning. Very happy how it's come out and all the rest of it. And if I can just give you a little run round, hopefully it'll play ball. I've just tried to do it on the big camera and obviously it's very difficult to see. So if we do a little bit of this, hopefully this will play ball. Come on, there we go. So as you can see, nice riveting down the back there. We've done all of that. Actually, it's quite nice, it's coming out. We've redone this top one because we weren't very happy with that. And generally we've been around, and I've just explained on file, I've managed, where I was riveting a rivet line down through here, I've actually managed to, well, pretty much put a crack through the plastic. It's very thin where we've sanded it in. So actually I've popped through the seam line. That's what we're saying about not having enough glue. So anyway, but generally everything else like that, hopefully you can see. Come on, here it comes. There we go. So you can see just a little bit of riveting detail and the bits and pieces down on this one right the way through. Really quite happy of how it's turned out now and how it's actually looking. So I'm pretty impressed with all of that one. The big thing is with all of these things is you're never quite sure when you start how it's actually going to come about. But now I must admit I've got the confidence with the riveting, which has grown literally over the last couple of weeks, to carry on with it and just to push through, and let's get on with it. You make a mistake, you don't worry about it, you're not upset by it, you sand it, redo it, and away you go. But again, I have to say, singing their praises, Rosie the Riveter tool, have I got a little thing? I haven't. But you know, worth their weight in gold. They're a lot of money, but there is no zero wobble down here on the actual device itself. And when we say zero wobble, what happens is, camera plays ball, these little wheels, if there's any type of shake in it or anything else, sideways movement, when you go along, it ends up making a wavy line. These don't. So when you push this down and you put it on, you go like that, it is a perfectly straight line. And that's how I'm able to go around and do all of this freehand, all this curve business and everything else. We did completely freehand with it, so we had no problems at all. And again, using the little washer trick, as we spoke about, popping it onto curved surfaces, using it as a template to go around, do your riveting or repaneling, you know, rescribing, things like that, is an absolute joy to do. It makes things so much easier and all the rest of it. So there we go, that's about it. So what I'm going to do now, to be honest, I'm going to go up, going to do the orders, we're going to get those done. I've got a little bit of editing to do to finish off the actual Star Destroyer over here. So that one, because that one's obviously going to be up with you tonight. And then once that's done and that's rendering, we're going to come down here and start on our next project. The putty. Okay, so today didn't exactly go as planned. I had big plans for this afternoon of getting on and building something, but to be honest, the editing of this took me a lot longer than I thought, purely because I assumed, as I was rattling through this last week, that it was going to be another probably 45-minute, maybe an hour tops video for part 2 to complete this. But after you go through all the airbrushing and the different bits and pieces, you know, that was 45 minutes alone. And then I thought, well, look, if we start to cut it down and try and edit it down too much, it's just going to be a very quick build and no one's really going to like it. So I've actually split it into 3. So it's going to be 3 parts. So you've had part 1. Part 2 is going to talk about, obviously, the painting of it, the basics of it, sanding and filling and how we got rid of all those horrible feet thing underneath it and everything else like that. That is up on YouTube now. It's free to watch. Anyone can watch that one. That's there now. And then tomorrow I'm actually going to put up part 3, which talks about the weathering, doing all the different color panels on this, picking out all the details and everything else like that, and the final reveal for it. So, you know, sorry about that, but I didn't really want to rush it through and it's like 1, 2, oh, and it's done. Okay, we wanted to do it properly, so that's why I split it into 3. So the next part of it will be another 45 minutes, maybe to an hour tomorrow, which will complete it, but at least the parts are under. So as I said, it's about 45 minutes on that one today. It's going to talk about all about the painting, and apologies because my overhead camera decided to pack up on me when I was doing the top side of it. So you get a bit of the top side and then we shut to the underside and we continue, and you can see that one in glorious footage and everything else like that. But generally, as I said, it's a great little video. If you're even new to modeling, I think that's a good one to watch because everything in that is pretty straightforward. It's big block airbrushing. It's not like we're doing complex airbrushing and things like that. We're just putting down paint, putting down colour and everything else like that. Then in tomorrow's bit, you're going to see about obviously picking out individual panels, doing things like that, weathering wash, and then it'll be ready for the final reveal. So still plenty to come on that one. This guy down here we spoke about before, the riveting is all done and completed. So what I'm going to be doing is actually putting him to one side for the minute, and then next week we're going to get on with the painting of that one. But as I say, I've got quite a bit to do this week. Some really exciting projects I want to crack on with and everything else like that. So what I'm going to do, to be honest, this evening is do another small quick build of something that I've got arrived here the other day and everything else like that. And that will be with you up on Friday. So you've got loads to come this week. We've certainly got a lot to push through and everything else like that. And obviously the AT-AT as well. I'm going to have the AT-AT painted and done. So I'm probably going to be working on that tomorrow and all things like that. Because I say, I've got so much to do. And in my head, I'm rapidly running out of time. You know what these things are like. Anyway, that's about it for now, but I have done the advent calendar behind me, as you can see somewhere over my shoulder back there. And to be honest, in there today we had a Federation tank, we've got an A-wing, and we've got something which I don't know what it is. Bit of a mystery, that one, but we'll look at those. So what I'm going to do is pop those together and they can go in our little area behind. So don't forget, tomorrow is Tuesday as always, so not only are you going to get the next part of the Star Destroyer up with you, you're going to get me and Steve live in the afternoon for Phil and Steve's Q&A show for Tuesday. Usual thing, post up your questions questions in the forum, and also we'll make a few exceptions if you want to post up some questions below this particular one on YouTube, and then what we'll do is we'll take some of the questions from here and we'll put them on the show as well and everything else like that. A few people have asked about it. We do mention it, but in case you missed it, obviously we're going to have a big Christmas show on Friday the 23rd of December. It's going to be me, the entire team is going to be here as well, and then obviously we're going to have the entire Northern Fob with us, and we've even got Hans coming in all the way from the US as well. So that's going to be a great show. We're going to have lots of fun and games and Christmassy themed, if you can imagine. A few drinks, no doubt, and everything else like that, because we're going to have a little bit of a party after the show here at Flory Models HQ. So there we go, that's it for now. I'm going to put these together. Catch you all tomorrow.